Hello everyone and welcome into Farmers National Bank Field where the Youngstown State Penguins are about to take on the Kent State Golden Flashes in an in-state Mid-American Conference women's lacrosse game. I'm Will Anderson, joined by Zach Sajikowski as always. Zach, some great weather out there. We call it penguin weather here. It is 32, feels like 23 in Youngstown right now. You can see it on the screen, a little snow flurries on there. So we'll see how that affects the players today. Last time out for the Penguins, they fell 16-5 to Pitt, while Claire Benziger secured her 5th straight multi-goal performance, pushing her to 25 goals through 10 games, which currently ranks 5th in the MAC in goals per game. She is 3rd in the MAC in draw controls per game. She has been a bright spot for this team so far, while for Kent State, they're coming off an impressive comeback win against San Diego State, where they scored 7 goals in the final 8 minutes to win 11-10. So do not count this team out, ladies and gentlemen. They are helped by standout goalie Sydney Davis. Winters today's matchup, ranking 6th in the country in both saves and saves per game, while being 7th in save percentage. Zach, do you want to give us a little insight into the matchup between these two teams?
Yeah, of course. So this is the 8th meeting all-time between Youngstown State and Kent State. YSU is 1-2 at home versus Kent State, with its lone win at Farmers National Bank Field versus the Golden Flashes, coming on April 23rd, 2022, which ended in an 18-11 victory. A win versus Kent State would be YSU's 5th win in program history versus Kent State, move YSU's record to 2-1 in the Mid-American Conference, and mark YSU's first 2-game winning streak in conference play since they won the final 2 games of the 2025 regular season.
It's going to be a great one today here as we are about to see the first draw. As we see, it is Ava Todd for Kent State out there. Just want to mention for Kent State, they have the reigning MAC defensive and goalkeeper of the week. 3rd time this season they've won the honors together. Sydney Davis has won that MAC goalkeeper of the week 4 times already this season. As we see a little early movement, we're giving it to Youngstown State, gets the draw. We see Claire Benziger with it there. What a sophomore season she's had so far. As I mentioned, 5 straight games with a multi-goal performance. She scored 4 last time out. She's been the heartbeat of this offense so far. As we see what the Penguins can do here. If you look on the screen, they are 1-9 now. They won on the road at Robert Morris to give themselves a win for first-year head coach Liza Oakley and a win in the Mid-American Conference play. Very big win for them there, Zach.
Yep, that was a very massive game. Excited to watch that unfold here from the campus of Youngstown. We didn't travel, but it was fun to watch it all unfold.
Yes, it was. That game, they held the Colonials to 4 goals, which has never been done before for Youngstown State. So that was big as they're trying to get a goal themselves here. Shot clock ticking down to under 30 now. See what they can do. Claire just trying to get it inside herself, gets it out. Ava Kreutzer flings one in. That ball's intercepted, and that's one thing we're gonna see from this Kent State team.
Yeah, Megan Haddo there, number 17, the senior midfielder from Ohio. That was a beautiful interception. Reading the defense a little bit too much. Saw the skip pass coming in from Ava Kreutzer. She said she was going to jump it. Now we'll see what Kent State can do with it here.
Yeah, Kent State on the offense now. We'll see that aggressive defensive style from Kent State all season long. They currently rank 11th in the nation in caused turnovers per game, and they also have 9th nationally in 18.9 ground balls per game. So you do not want to turn the ball over here as that one gets into the back of the net for Kent State to give themselves a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that happened pretty quickly in front of our eyes. We'll see it again here on your screen. Kent State looked like they were going to take their time, plotting it out. And then a little bit too much space right there in the middle of the field. That's Ava Anderson, number 6. A little bit too much space. The shot wasn't as fast, so it probably threw off Alyssa Edwards a little bit, expecting a fast shot like that. But with that much space, there's nothing else she could do but capitalize on that shot.
That's a great one there. Flashes scoring quick here. Under just 12:54 left in this first quarter, but they already got that 1-0 lead, caused the turnover as they're bound to do, as we said, and then quickly turn that into some offense. Youngstown State's going to have to control the ball if they want a chance in this game. We were talking a bit before the broadcast, just looking at it, against a goalie like Sydney Davis, who currently has a 51% save percentage. It's going to be hard for Youngstown State to score. We're looking at earlier, they only have 175 shots, to average 17 shots per game, compared to the opponent's almost 30. So if with a 51%, most of the time she saves, and you're going to have to be shooting a lot more if you want to score on her.
Yeah, that difference in shots, that's a major discrepancy in the game of lacrosse. 17 to 30 shots, that is a wider margin than you probably believe.
And here we go, we get an attempt for YSU to bring it back and get a shot. Gets it inside, and it's into the back of the net. Tie game. So brilliant free position attempt and goal there. See it in just a second, but quickly tied up. Youngstown 1, Kent State 1.
Yep, off the stick of Sammy Drew. The Penguins before that shot were just 37% on free position attempts, so you wanted a few more of those shots to go in, as me and Will joke about a lot on this call. Free position, it has free in the name, so we'd just like the Penguins to capitalize on those a bit more. That's a great start, even this up early in the first quarter.
That's exactly right. Quickly tied back up, and just a great goal for Sammy Drew. That's her third on the season. The sophomore from Cincinnati, Ohio, getting the Penguins on the board to tie this game up early. She won the draw control off the goal, but here goes Kent State on a great draw control win there. That was Amber Shinsky. And Kent State's trying to go quick here to get back in the lead of this game. Anna Zucconi drew the foul for the Penguins to get that free position goal. She was just a little too aggressive there, trying to cause some turnovers, but tie game, and we'll see what Kent State can do here now in their blue unis. Yep. Just pass it around.
You see the Penguins coming out in a zone defense scheme here. We'll see how aggressive they get. It's been great so far. 40 seconds off the shot clock.
The ball's over the head. Unforced turnover, Youngstown State's ball. So out there for a second, you saw a missed pass opportunity. Went on the ground. Youngstown State didn't apply too much pressure, so Kent State was able to keep it, but unforced errors do not help you. As we see, that is number 99, Alyssa Edwards, in goal for the Penguins. That is now her 9th appearance in the cage and 7th start for her, the redshirt sophomore. She's come alive as of late and now has 45 saves on the season, and that pass just a little too high, but thankfully able to corral it there. So we'll see if Youngstown State can get it past midfield here. They need to do it in just a second. And there she goes. There's a good clear there. She's trying to go all the way potentially. And just, there it is. Caused turnover. You saw her, she was going all the way, swarmed. Youngstown State's fighting for it. See what happens here.
Yeah, just talking about the caused turnovers. They've been all over the place. No one's really been able to keep the ball consistently so far to start this first quarter.
Was Allie Garrett in the mix of that one with Allie Bradley fighting for that down right near the Kent State goal, but Kent State will get the ball here, get away from a dangerous position, as that's a dangerous pass, but able to be corralled. Youngstown State's playing aggressive here today, and now they get the ball on the offense. They've come out alive here, quickly getting some turnovers. See what they can do. Allie Garrett with the ball. Claire Benziger. Some great play there from the Penguins. Some good, strong defense that wasn't too aggressive, as we've seen from them. A little too much. They have about 10 fouls per game. They definitely want to limit that number, and they have so far right now.
Yeah, this definitely seems like a different pace defensively, a more aggressive, a more sound team so far to start this quarter.
Yeah, and they're coming off some hard opponents, but that RMU game, their last conference play game, Had some records broken now and defensively. Fewest in a single game of 4 goals as they try to score a goal themselves. They also had 41 ground balls recovered in that game, bringing their previous record of 30. So they were all over RMU that game, and that's what they're looking to do here as well against Kent State early. So it's a long, beautiful pass to Claire Benziger. Over to Ava Kreutzer. We'll see if they can get a shot off here. Pass inside. As we said, just intercepted. Good defense themselves by Kent State.
Yeah, great defense. You saw when number 14, Ava Kreutzer, received the pass on that one. Kent State actually threw a double team. They did that the possession before, so we'll see how they continue to do that the rest of this game.
Yeah, Kent State's been right there on both the possessions we've seen early from Youngstown State, just intercepting those passes from Kreutzer, trying to get it inside to a cutting player. Kent State's read those beautifully as they try to cut inside themselves. Youngstown trying to play some strong defense and keep this game tied, as that's shot but off the mark. Kent State keeps it. So we'll see what happens here. They can score now, trying to apply pressure on this Penguins defense. Penguins have both these teams look good so far, especially defensively, just causing some great turnovers, not allowing either offense to get cooking early.
Oh, yeah. 5 combined turnovers so far early in this first quarter. A great defensive sounding game so far, as we're going to see another free position shot, this time coming from the Golden Flashes.
We'll see if they can capitalize on it like Youngstown State did. The foul was on Allie Garrett. She runs inside. Looks to be saved by Alyssa Edwards.
Yeah.
And Youngstown State gets the ball. So we talked about her. Alyssa Edwards stepping up big there to get the save off Zeta Crumpton of Kent State to keep this game tied. That's what you need from your goalie right there.
Yeah, and great job staying big afterwards. Couldn't tell who it was from out here, but we saw a little shuffle. Maybe one of the Flashes tried to get something quick off the ground, but it didn't work to no avail, thanks to Alyssa Edwards.
That was just an errant pass there, and Kent State gets it back. Another turnover, but just literally one bounce straight into the sticks. You had great control to get it off the hop. Youngstown State now forced back on the defense, as we see Riley Floyd running up with it for the Golden Flashes, trying to get a flash and get a goal here. It's been great defensively so far, as we've mentioned, just both teams locking down here.
Yeah, seeing the Flashes go a little slow here, trying to drop a play. They had the open cutter in the middle of the crease, but Alyssa Edwards was there once again, keeping that body positioning right where she needs to be. And another great stop for this Penguins defense.
A great stop for Alyssa Edwards to keep this game tied, and now Youngstown State will go the other way. We've not seen Penguins play like this in a bit. They're like a different team out there right now. They're trying to advance to 2-1 in Mid-American Conference play. As I always like to talk about, conference play is what matters.
Yep.
You can win all your non-conference game, lose all your non-conference game. At the end of the day, it's just tune-up for that conference play. Youngstown State's coming out swinging here.
Yep.
A 1-1 record right now, trying to make it 2-1 with a win here today. While Kent State had a great start to the season, have faltered a bit as of late. Started 4-1, now 5-5 and 0-2 in conference. Played some great teams. They played arguably 2 of the top 3 teams in the Mid-American Conference, as they have so far taken on Eastern Michigan and Akron. Lost those games 12-6 and 10-6 respectively. While Youngstown State defeated our Robert Morris, as we mentioned, and lost to newcomer University of Massachusetts, UMass, as they look to keep going in this Mid-American Conference play, as they're now going to be doing it with a power play, woman up opportunity. It's the player you kind of want off the field if you're the Penguins. It's Anna Zacconi.
Yeah, that's massive for the Penguins. If you saw, it was Anna Zacconi drawing the foul on Mackenzie Flanagan, so a little Mac on Mac player of the week action.
And Youngstown's able to score here, make it 2-1 on that player up opportunity. Kent State's definitely missing Zacconi there. That is not who you'd want to be off the field in an opportunity like that, as Aver Kreutzer gets on the board, as we'll see what happens in the rest of this first quarter when we return.
All right, so who knows why?
I know why. For starters, I'm getting a top-tier education without the price tag. Can you say that? Engineering, sports, music, business. I can do anything here. I'm getting my hands dirty, learning what my friends are only reading about. I'm part of something bigger here. I'm proud to bleed red and black. So yeah, I know why. It's not a question. It's the answer. Youngstown State University. Know why.
As a former quarterback here at Youngstown State, Penguins football has a very special place in my heart. I understand what it takes to be the very, very best. By becoming a member of the Penguin Club, you can help provide the support necessary for all YSU student athletes to be their very best. You'll receive great benefits like priority season tickets, game day parking, and access to hospitality rooms. Part of your contribution will be tax deductible and benefits the YSU Athletic Scholarship Fund. To join the Penguin Club, call 330-941-1YSU or go to ysusports.com.
Welcome back to Farmers National Bank Field as you see Stambaugh Stadium on the campus of Youngstown State University. Beautiful look there. As I'm Will Anderson, joined by Zach Zajikowski. Aver Kreutzer just put the Penguins up 2-1 here early on in the first quarter of this game against Kent State. The 9th goal for the junior from Lancaster, New York on the season. Gives the Penguins a lead here in some action. And it's all really coming back to that defensive effort they're giving right now. Alyssa Edwards already has 2 saves on the day. Faced 3 shots, including a free position shot that she saved. She has been stout back there right now to help this team stay in the lead right now. As we'll see if they can get the draw control and try to extend that lead now. As we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, obviously early, you don't want to say anything about anything with comebacks or anything, but last game for Kent State, they scored 7 goals in the last 8 minutes of the game, so I would never count them out like that. So they especially are so early on, they're not feeling uncomfortable. But Youngstown State doing their best to apply some great defense. There it is again.
Yeah, another great save by Alyssa Edwards. Couldn't tell if that was off a post, off her body, but it definitely ricocheted. Once again, great body position and not letting the Golden Flashes get any free shots here.
And even if it was off post, what we talked about last time out, Zach, posts are a goalie's best friend out there.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are indeed.
Penguins just looking to speed up this Kent State offense. They haven't looked comfortable out there right now. Just a couple errant passes. Just can't get settled. A lot of game left to do so, but Penguins applying some great pressure early on.
Yeah, you said it perfectly well. I mean, they haven't settled down yet. The Penguins are applying a lot of pressure on these Flashes. Flashes are probably looking to draw up some plays, get some off-ball movement going, and the Penguins have really been locking them down to start.
Yes, they have. They're just all over them right now. All the shots have been wide because they just haven't had a good angle so far, really. You see them trying to get a good angle there. That one's inside, saved yet again.
That was great by Alyssa Edwards. That was one of those quick shots. She was trying to smack it out of the air, basically like a baseball. Great body positioning once again by Alyssa Edwards.
She's able to do it. Ground ball picked up by Kent State, so they stay on the offense here, but Youngstown State's, just doing their best. Keep this Kent State team on their heels on the offense. Do not let them get comfortable. That pass, just a little wide. Youngstown State dives for it, was not able to get it in the hands of Caitlin Binney. For Kent State now passing around behind GLE are the Golden Flashes. It's almost 20 seconds left to go in the shot clock as that pass goes high. Youngstown State ball. Kent State not looking comfortable on offense right now. And Alyssa Edwards is locking down in that goal right now to help this team stay in the lead. So we see if Youngstown State can get it up the field here and try to score a little bit more, extend this lead for themselves.
Yeah, you'll see Alyssa Edwards starting this break here. letting it all unfold, trying to draw a pressure in from an attacker off one of her defenders to get the wide open look for her defender.
That pass just a little too strong. There was some pressure coming from a Kent State defender, flung it a little too hard. Now Kent State going the other way. Who else but Anna Zacconi had that ground ball pickup for the Golden Flashes. And that one off again. That was Zeta Crumpton trying to get herself a shot there.
And the Golden Flashes have been doing a great job so far at chasing their shots out of bounds. It seems like every shot they take that's missed the net, they've got it back. They've had their one girl behind GLE and X waiting for every shot, and she's been perfect so far back there.
They have been great at getting those ground ball pickups off shots, but you're missing your shots, and Alyssa Edwards saving them. Youngstown State back on the offense here, trying to extend their lead. Minute 45 to go in this first quarter. It's going by quick here. Back and forth action. Both defenses looking stout out there. We knew coming into this game how strong the defense and goalie play of Kent State has been. Youngstown State's trying to show them we can play your game better right now.
Oh, yeah.
They are up 2-1.
Yep. Not too many stoppages so far. It's been a very fluid game. A lot of great defense. The ball's been staying in the playing field.
So that one is going to be a green card on Kate Donovan of Kent State. Last time the Penguins had a man-up opportunity, they were able to get a goal from Ava Kreutzer. See if they're able to do so again here.
Within seconds last time, too.
So it was also against the player you'd want in that reigning defensive player of the week, Anna Zacconi. So Penguins were very happy to have her off the field for just a bit. As you see her there, she's doing her best to lock this team down. Claire Benziger with it, flings the shot in. That one's just off target. The Youngstown State able to get it back as they try to capitalize on this power play. About 20 seconds left to go in it. Minute 5 left to go in the quarter. Can they get another goal here? That one just inside, crossed the goal, but Ellie Garrett overran it trying to get it. As it's going to be Youngstown State ball here still. 30 seconds left on the shot clock, but they're about to be back at full strength for Kent State. And now they are, so can the Penguins do something here now, full strength? Gonna have to get a shot off unless another foul before the period ends. So we'll see if they can do. 30 seconds left to go in the period. Ava Kreutzer under pressure now. 13 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Claire Benziger, good defense there by Kent State, just not allowing her to get a clean shot off. Penguins are gonna have to, but no, Kent State, stout defense, almost just about a full 90 there. Had some great defense there, and now they have control of the ball here with 10 seconds left to go in this first quarter.
Yep. Amber Shinsky picked that one up. She said, I'm going to end all this madness, all this nonsense that the Penguins were trying to start. And she's going to take this one into the second quarter.
That's what you need to do there. If you have the ball there, down a goal, just play a little keep away is what that was. We'll see what happens. Youngstown State up 2-1 here at the end of the first quarter. We'll see you when we return.
All right, so who knows why?
I know why. For starters, I'm getting a top-tier education without the price tag. Can you say that? Engineering, sports, music, business. I can do anything here. I'm getting my hands dirty, learning what my friends are only reading about. I'm part of something bigger here. I'm proud to bleed red and black. So yeah, I know why. It's not a question, it's the answer. Youngstown State University, know why.
As a former quarterback here at Youngstown State, Penguins football has a very special place in my heart. I understand what it takes to be the very, very best. By becoming a member of the Penguin Club, you can help provide the support necessary for all YSU student athletes to be their very best. You'll receive great benefits like priority season tickets, game day parking, and access to hospitality rooms. Part of your contribution will be tax deductible and benefits the YSU Athletic Scholarship Fund. To join the Penguin Club, call 330-941-1YSU or go to ysusports.com.
Welcome back Youngstown State women's lacrosse getting off to a hot start here against Kent State in a little in-state action. Women's lacrosse time. Will Anderson joined by Zach Sejikowski. Youngstown, the Penguins up 2-1 here on the Golden Flashes. On 2 shots on goal, they're doing perfect there. While Alyssa Edwards has helped keep this Kent State team at 1. What did you see from that first quarter, Zach?
I mean, I think the biggest thing that we see right now is that Kent State shots on goal at 5, but Alyssa Edwards with 4 saves. This Penguins defense is playing at a pace and an aggressiveness and a unity, to be fair, that I don't think we've seen so far, especially at home here at
You're exactly
Farmers
right.
National.
Exactly right. Last time out, when they played Robert Morris, they were like this, allowing only 4 goals, but we have not seen them quite like this at home. Kent State will get the ball after Amber Shinsky played a little keep away to end the first quarter to allow them to have it. So they'll start with the ball here and try to get some offense going to tie this game back up. As the Penguins' 3rd quarter, they've won all year long. They won the 3rd quarter against Old Dominion 5-2 early on in the season, and then the only other quarter they've won 2 quarters versus RMU. They won the first quarter 2-1, the last 1-0. So an encouraging sign if you're a Penguins fan. Last time you won the first quarter, you won the game. You're open for a repeat of that here today. As we see what happens, as we see quickly, Penguins now down a player, as Kent State will be in a woman-up opportunity as Jenna Cook gets the green card there. So see if the Golden Flashes can capitalize on it like Youngstown State has. First time they had a woman up, they scored very quickly. See if that is the same of the Golden Flashes. The Penguins still trying to play that aggressive physical defense out there. And it's a different level of physical than we've seen from them so far. A little cleaner physically.
Yes.
One of the first fouls they've had called against them. So it's been an encouraging sign to see you can still play aggressive without fouling, is what head coach Liz Oakley's told them for sure.
Yep. But then you need to be able to flip that switch. Like right now, you need to be able to play aggressive, but not too aggressive on the woman down unit to give the Golden Flashes a wide open look.
Yeah, you do not want to be 2 women down here. You cannot be fouling on a power play for the Flashes already, as State has played some good defense there. Just a little unforced error. Pass just went right under the stick. Youngstown State just seconds away from getting back to full strength. And now they are at that, so running in to try to help this defense stay strong. Passing sides high, shot it off. Alyssa Edwards got her stick to that one. Now try to stay locked in for these last 12 seconds of this shot clock are the Penguins. That's great defense just behind Julie, not letting her get a clean pass off. As there's one, but Alyssa Edwards right there, saved it. Shot clock done. Youngstown State with the ball anyways. Alyssa Edwards is coming for that goalie of the week right now from Sydney Davis.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was a buzzer beater attempt. It was a good job on Kent State to even get that shot off with a second left based on where they were at with about 5 seconds left. But an even better stop, even better positioning, even better stick work this time from Alyssa Edwards.
Oh yeah, exactly, Zach. She is up to 5 saves on the day right now. Coming for Sydney Davis, who had that MAC goalie of the week last week, as she had 16 saves in 2 games, including 10 against San Diego State. She's just 12 saves away from reaching 300 coming into this game. So she's trying to reach a huge milestone. She's been strong for them all career there. And Alyssa Edwards trying to make a name for herself in this game, and so far she has.
Yep.
As we see a little too aggression there. We talked about it. That is Claire Bensger, who got the green card. So Kent State back on a power play. See if they can capitalize on this one. If you get a turnover here from the Penguins, you also aren't happy about who's off, because it's your leading goal scorer, Claire Bensger. So we'll see what Kent State can do. It's Youngstown State just trying to keep this game out of reach for them, playing some very strong defense.
Yeah, great defense right there by Skylar Pigram.
And you can even play a little more aggressive because you know if you are able to double a player, your goalie's back there saving a lot right now. You have trust in her. If you maybe let a shot off that's a harder angle by doubling someone, she can still save it. So that gives you a lot of faith as a defense. As we'll see if Alyssa Edwards can come up big here on the free position shot, I believe, for Kent State. We'll see if she can save it or if Kent State's able to tie this game up here. 11:25 left to go, second quarter. Shot saved. That was Zeta Crumpton, the Golden Flash's leading goal scorer with 23 coming into this game, being shut down by Penguins defense and Alyssa Edwards.
Yeah, another great shot. I don't know what else I have to say more about Alyssa Edwards. She's just playing an amazing game so far for the Penguins.
That is 2 free position shots now for the Kent State. Neither of them have gone in, both saved by Alyssa Edwards. It's having the arguably game of her very early career here, the redshirt sophomore.
Yeah, we talked about it with free in the word. Teams should really want to capitalize, but when you have a goalie who can stand there and stop them, that makes it all the more better.
And that shot just a little bit off by Claire Bensger. Kent State was able to, defender was able to get her stick in there.
Yeah, I think there was a little too much contact, caused the ball to be a little bit ajar from Claire Benzinger's stick, and it just rode away from her.
She did not like that one at all. As efficient as she's been all year long, that one she'd like to have back for sure. Just flung on out there. As we see Youngstown State back on offense. See what they can do. There was a foul on Ava Todd of Kent State. I believe just a common foul. So we'll continue full strength for both teams here. Youngstown State under 40 seconds to go on the shot clock. Claire Benzer having to jump to get that pass. So is Allie Garrett, but able to get it to her. See what they can do. Kent State, we've mentioned at the top of the bracket, they are a very, very good defensive team on those caused turnovers and ground ball pickups, being very high nationally. So the Penguins are going to have to do their best out here to get past this. Right now they are up 2-1. We'll see if they can get another one. Claire Benziger skirting around defenders, falling down onto her knees, getting the pass. She, I believe, is going to be able to get a free position shot off that one for them. She was able to run inside a couple of defenders all around her. Just Penguins playing aggressive, both offense and defensively, that have helped keep them in this game. Claire Benzer gets the free position shot after the foul on Amber Shinsky. We'll see what she can do.
Great save.
Just saved there.
Great save. Amazing save by Sydney Davis. I mean, we've been talking about her the entire broadcast with all her accolades the past week, but she just put it on display right there. That bounce shot save, to fall down and control your body and know where that ball is at the right time, that is extremely hard to do. One of the hardest things to do as a goalie. That was a tremendous save.
There's a reason she has a 51% save percentage coming to this game. First save of the game so far, but she's going to do her best to keep her team in it. She's a big reason they've been able to stay in games here. And you saw it on display there. Falling down, just kept it off the line. Off the Penguins' most prolific goal scorer out there, with 25 goals in these 10 games so far. So Claire Bensger is no lousy offensive attacker to get a save off out there. She's trying to dance around there. Just, again, there we go, high pass. Kent State capitalizes off the turnover.
Yep, high pass. The stick was up by the defender. Maybe a bit too predictable by the Penguins. The one golden flash, she saw it coming a mile away. She was watching those eyes.
Trying to get inside quick. Have some numbers, trying to just not let this Penguins defense get set as they will get their own free position shot here. Now their third one. Is Alyssa Edwards going to be able to come up big again? Or will Kent State be able to tie this game up here? We'll let you know in just a second. 7:50 left in the second quarter. 2-1 Penguins right now.
And it bounces away.
Bounces
Just
wide.
enough pressure. Shot was a bit wide right. But once again, as we talked about, another great chase by the Golden Flashes. On a free position shot, the team usually with the shot has 1 to 2 girls behind X, behind GLE, ready for that shot. Just like that. Great job by the Flashes. Another missed shot. We'll see what they could do. The Penguins have been putting up some great defense here. Amazing defense. Halfway through the shot clock now and stopping a free possession shot.
Yeah, Alyssa Edwards has been giving her defense something to stand for back there in the net, in the crease. She's been amazing. Gets another save on this offensive attack from Kent State. We'll see if they can get anything going here. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Again, I just don't think they look comfortable out there, Zach.
Oh, what an interception there. That was beautiful from Jenna Cook. I was actually expecting that pass to hit one of the Flashes. I got a little scared because I saw Alyssa Edwards leave her positioning. I think she saw it. She picked up on it. She wanted to intercept that pass, but Jenna Cook coming from down from the midfield, that's a hard thing to do.
That was brilliant from Jenna Cook there. Again, the turnover there. Again, the Penguins back on offense. Again, stifling down this Kent State offense. As we see turnover there. These defenses have been the star of this game so far.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I saw it again right there. Penguins didn't have too much help. It was a 1v2 scenario, and the Golden Flashes got the better of the Penguin that time.
And there we go. Youngstown State now getting the ground ball pickup and going the other way. See if either team can settle in here now. Try to get past these two strong defenses. Only 3 goals so far, and already almost 25 minutes of play here. So we're going to see a timeout, I believe, to try to get these teams settled. 5:46 left in the second quarter. We'll see what happens when we return.
All right, so who knows why?
I know why. For starters, I'm getting a top-tier education without the price tag. Can you say that? Engineering, sports, music, business. I can do anything here. I'm getting my hands dirty, learning what my friends are only reading about. I'm part of something bigger here. I'm proud to bleed red and black. So yeah, I know why. It's not a question. It's the answer. Youngstown State University. Know why.
As a former quarterback here at Youngstown State, Penguins football has a very special place in my heart. I understand what it takes to be the very, very best. By becoming a member of the Penguin Club, you can help provide the support necessary for all YSU student athletes to be their very best. You'll receive great benefits like priority season tickets, game day parking, and access to hospitality rooms. Part of your contribution will be tax deductible and benefits the YSU Athletic Scholarship Fund. To join the Penguin Club, call 330-941-1YSU or go to ysusports.com.
Welcome back to Farmers National Bank Field as these two women's lacrosse teams, Kent State and Youngstown State, try to get a little bit more settled. As we are 5 minutes to go in the second quarter, Youngstown State up 2-1. They're a little more comfortable in a low-scoring game like this. They obviously won versus Robert Morris 5-4. Well, for Kent State, the least amount of goals they've scored in a win so far is 10. So they are gonna have to try to get some offense to feel comfortable. They've only had 1 game so far this season where both teams were in single-digit goals, and it was a 5-9 loss to Louisville. So they are not accustomed to playing down like this. They're accustomed to playing down, but they're not accustomed to getting so shut down like the Penguins have so far right now, and still being able to shut down the other team. Only 2 goals still for Youngstown State. They're playing great still defensively, the Golden Flashes, but so are the Penguins. Zach, what do you think the key so far right now to this game is?
I think the key so far to this game for the Penguins has been Alyssa Edwards. The Kent State Golden Flashes have 13 total shots. And when you subtract out the free position, blah, 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 you carry the 0. I'm going to skip all the math. You get 7 saves out of the 13 shots. Out of the 7 total, or the 8 total that have been on net, 7 saves. Obviously, her 1 goal. It was the first goal of the game, but the Penguins evened it up and they've never looked back since, and I think it's all due to Alyssa Edwards.
You're exactly right. Yeah, the Penguins getting outshot still, as they pretty much have kind of all season long, but Alyssa Edwards has just kept them in this game. Already 7 saves accounted to her, and not even full half of play yet, and Youngstown State will be on the power play here as we see Kate Donovan picking up a green card. So Youngstown State on the power play. They've scored on one, not scored on the second. We'll see if they can score on this third one to try to extend this lead to 3-1. 5.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. As we've mentioned, just both these teams been so strong defensively right now. So I think that timeout for these coaches was taking, okay, let's play our game a little bit, calm down, we'll run some plays. So we'll see what can happen here the rest of this quarter and then the rest of the game as well. A lot of game left. Very excited to see what happens here, Zach.
Yeah. I mean, so far this quarter, it's just been, or this whole game specifically, it's been a defensive battle. But this quarter so far, with just 5 minutes left to play now, only 1 shot on goal combined from both teams this entire quarter. It was from Kent State, and of course it was saved by Alyssa Edwards.
Of course it was. We see Claire Benziger trying to get herself on the board and the team on the board with a free position shot. Not able to convert the last one, but trying to do so here. But again, we mentioned it's against ranking the goalkeeper of the week. Now one, not off Claire, but does go wide. That looked like it was in the back of the net for a second.
Oh, yeah,
that was the outside of the net.
Yeah, that was the side of the net. Play doesn't stop when it's the side of the net, as you saw right there. Sydney Davis can just scoop that up with her stick, start the break like normal. That was a great save by her on that Claire Benziger free position shot, but an even better save on that ricochet. Once again, kind of like hitting that ball out of the air like a baseball. The Penguins went for it. Couldn't tell who from up here, but nonetheless, it was just another great save from Sydney Davis.
It was Allie Garrett, but 2 quick saves off the free position and then the rebound. There's a reason she almost has 300 for the Golden Flashes here. She gets just another strong defensive outing there, getting the pickup for her team, try to get them back on offense.
Yeah, she's getting her own ground balls. Starting the break. All things that a great goalie should be doing.
And that's exactly what she is. Trying to go for that goalkeeper of the year in the MAC. Has 4 of the goalkeeper of the week awards already, so she has a great chance too. Alyssa Edwards trying to put her name in that conversation with today's game. So we see Kent State back on offense. 3:15 left to go in the second quarter. See if they can get a little bit going. Both teams have just been all over defensively, causing turnovers, getting those ground ball pickups, getting good clears.
Yep. You see right there, even sometimes just some simple passes, which you think is simple, might not be as simple as you think, even with no pressure in your face.
And it becomes like that because of the pressure you are facing. You're getting a little worried out there, even with no pressure on you. Just can't get as comfortable as you'd like to get an easy, quote-unquote, pass off. We see Kent State with it here now. 2.5 to go.
A bit too much pressure there from Skylar Pigram. Looks like they're going to get another free position shot. This time it's again Zeta Crumpton. The last time she had a free position shot, it was saved by Alyssa Edwards. So we'll see what happens this time.
2:20 left. Trying to make this game 2-2. Zeta Crumpton, she has 23 goals on the season coming into this match. Trying to get her team back into it. And the shot is wide. So they get to keep control. It's not, it was get to keep control, trying to score again, but shot clock working against them.
Yeah, down to 10 seconds here now on the shot clock. Once again, a great defensive possession by the Penguins so far.
As that one shot bounced wide. 3, 2, 1. Got to get a shot off here. Not done. Youngstown State gets the shot clock turnover and goes the other way. Offensively themselves, minute 35 left to go in the quarter, trying to get a third goal here and put themselves up going into halftime.
Yeah. You know the Penguins definitely want this insurance goal here to go up by 2. They've been safe so far here in the second quarter. Obviously, as we talked about, only 2 combined shots on goal, 1 for each team so far in this quarter. No goals So you'd want the Penguins to come out here, maybe get an insurance, make it 3-1 going into half.
Yeah, if you're the Penguins, you definitely want to try to extend the lead here if you can. 2-1, you've been great defensively, but it can just be one little bounce, tie the game up. 45 seconds to go on the shot clock. Kent State stays strong defensively, keeps this game 2-1. 48 seconds to go in the quarter. See if they can get up the field here. Score to tie it up going into halftime. They'd love that. You're down pretty much. You're up 1-0 early, and then down besides that, you'd love to tie this game up going into halftime 2-2, and they're trying to do it. Zeta Crumpton running it in. Defenders all around her. Now she dumps it off. 25 seconds left to go in the quarter.
Skylar Pigram applying that pressure again. She's been locked down on that left side this entire game so far.
And the one thing, there's Zeta Crumpton, but the ball was a little misjudged. Youngstown State has it, 10 seconds to go. Gonna have to get it up the field here if you want a shot. Obviously, it is halftime, so you do not get the ball going into the quarter. But if you're Youngstown State, you're happy with a 2-1 lead into halftime, and that's exactly what they will have here. Youngstown State up 2-1 on in-state Mid-American Conference opponent Kent State as we go into halftime, and we're so excited to see what the rest of this game entails. We'll be right back with you after this. Welcome back to the campus of Youngstown State University, where their women's lacrosse team is taking on the Kent State Golden Flashes. I'm Will Anderson, joined by Zach Sedjakowski. Youngstown State up 2-1 here, Zach. What was that first half all about?
Oh, it was amazing, and I believe it was all about Alyssa Edwards. She saw plenty of shots from the Kent State Golden Flashes team. 15 shots total, 8 on goal. She has 7 saves. And another thing is the defensive game. Both teams very defensively sound, as you guys could tell by the low scoring. It is 2-1. That is very low for a lacrosse game. Both teams have been playing tremendous defense. The turnover rate is high, 19 combined turnovers for both games, or for both teams. The Golden Flashes lead the way in the caused turnovers, while both teams are even in draw controls at 2. Obviously, you see there, both teams 0 assists. That's a common theming with the Penguins and the Flashes as we were looking at the stats.
Yes, it was. Youngstown State only averages 1.9 assists per game. They have 19 assists total on the season. Kent State has 43. They also have more goals than the Penguins. Another thing there to look at is those ground balls, 10 apiece for both teams. And this is a team in Kent State that ranks 9th nationally, averaging 18.9 ground balls per game. So the Penguins have got to be feeling good about themselves being tied up at halftime in that category. There's some right there, back-to-back. Mackenzie Flanagan getting it for the Gwins here.
Yeah, and she's had a great season so far. She's second in the MAC in ground balls per game at 3.3. She's also second in the MAC in caused turnovers per game at 2.0 flat.
You want to know who one of the players that is slightly higher than her? It's a player we've talked about. That's Anna Zacconi, who she's battling for right now with those defensive stats. So we've got a great matchup here, and we've seen both teams play some great defense. 2-1, as we mentioned, quite low scoring in lacrosse. See, the Penguins won 5-4, and that was a weird one to look at for sure. So Penguins trying to get another one like that here in conference play. Maybe that's their identity.
Yeah, that game was tied 4-4 with about 6 minutes left in the game before the Penguins put the 5th up to win 5-4 on the road to get head coach Liza Oakley her first win as a Penguin.
They're trying to get her second and first at home here today, but a lot left to play for, especially in a game as close as it is, especially against a team who came back down 7 goals in their last game. 7 goals in 8 minutes, 19 seconds. That's a lot, no matter any time it is. 8 minutes, first 8 minutes, 19. I'd argue a little easier than the last 8 minutes when the team is doing all they can to stop you from bringing it back, and Kent State didn't care. They're able to win that one against San Diego State. So they're trying to bring this game back here as they're back on the offense. Both teams a little like the weather right now, just icing each other over. There's a good save.
Yep,
and Youngstown stay with it.
Yep, think that got off the foot of Alyssa Edwards. Think she kicked that one. Nonetheless, a save is a save at the end of the day. She's continuing to her fantastic day so far, and that's a great start. First shot she's seen of the second half, first save.
Yeah, exactly. She's been like that all game. If you're just joining us now, as Zach mentioned, I believe that is now 8 saves for her on the day. As there we go, just these teams defensively have been great. Kent State now going the other way.
Yep.
It's been a great game to watch right now if you're a fan of just exciting, fast-paced action. Not a lot of goals as we've seen against Youngstown State and some of their other matches, but I'd argue this is one of more of the fun ones to call just because it is just back and forth. Who knows what's going to happen? Tense out here all this time.
Oh, yeah. This is a completely different ball game that we've seen all season. This is a completely different Penguins team I think we've seen all season.
Especially at home, as we mentioned. They've not won at home. They're 1 win on the road, and so they've faced some hard opponents, including as that one gets in for Zeta Crumpton to give the tie back to Kent State and give themselves 2 goals. She's their leading goal scorer. She's been denied a couple times by Alyssa Edwards, but this was not one of those. It's now 2-2. The game's not done. Kent State's not done is what she's saying there.
Yep, but you'll see it right here. Kent State was taking their time, found the wide open look. It's Zeta Crumpton right in the middle. And with her goal scoring ability, that's what, number 24 for her on the season. With that amount of goal scoring ability, when you're that wide open, that close to the goal, she's just going to put it in.
And that's exactly what she did. Beautiful turn to throw off the Penguins defender. Now 12:02 left in this third quarter. The game is back to being tied 2-2. Last time this game was tied was early on in that first quarter. Let's check it here real fast as we see draw control here coming up in just a second. And 12 minutes 10 the last time this game was tied. 12 minutes 10 left to go in the first quarter was the last time this game was tied at 1-1. Kent State scored 12:57, just about 2 minutes in, and then Youngstown State responded 40 seconds later. Youngstown State gets to try to get another response here as they will get the ball on offense now.
They errant pass ended up being on the ground. They went for a shuffle pass. Either somebody wasn't paying attention or they weren't ready for it. The Golden Flashes were, and now they're going to get another opportunity here, a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, they're trying to stay strong offensively. As we mentioned, both teams playing so strong defensively. Offense have felt a little off, but it's not the case here right now. Kent State trying to show halftime is what they needed. Come out here strong, maybe scoring a flash. The Golden Flashes are.
You saw that great defense again right there by Skylar Pigram. She's been a clamp on that left side this entire game. Right there you saw it again, even with a little bit of pressure, a little bit of double with number 13, Kendall Jerry, getting the job done right there.
As that one, Kent State is able to score just right on the edge of the crease, able to flick it right around Alyssa Edwards. Kent State now up 3-2. They're responding here quick. Halftime is maybe what they need, is what they're saying.
Yeah, this one was number 17, Megan Haddo. As you see right there in that sweet spot right in front of GLE. You saw number 28, Mia Stahl, was maybe slightly out of positioning, looking to switch, help the middle of the field. Megan Haddo realized how open she was. Couldn't wait to capitalize on an opportunity like that. Flashes are starting off fast now, and just like that, the momentum is completely swung.
Momentum's fully on their side now. Just 4 minutes into this third quarter, they've scored 2 goals. Only had won the whole first half, so trying to build on this momentum, get this game a little more out of reach for the Penguins. But it's still close, still tight. Penguins just going to have to try to keep the defensive effort they had in that first half.
Yep, it's just one possession of a game. Penguins got to get back to it. Just treat it like, it's all right, next possession.
That's going to be hard, as you see there, just this Kent State team all over the Penguins' offensive players, causing turnovers, causing the ball to get loose. They have been so hard to try to score against all season. They're showing it here. Claire Benzinger trying to do her best herself, and she's able to do so. It's a tie game yet again, ladies and gentlemen. 30 seconds after Kent State takes the lead, Youngstown State brings it right back. That is Claire Benzinger's 26th goal of the season. Tie game, folks, 3-3.
Yep, you'll see it right here. Her 26th of the season, and I mean, she looped around. She had about 3 bodies around her, but she had that great body control, great movement, that lateral movement instead of the vertical movement to cut across the crease and just place that shot perfectly. A little bounce shot. They didn't need too much power on it when you're that close. It's more placement and accuracy than it is power.
That's what you did, placed it perfectly to get Youngstown State tied back in this game. And just like what we mentioned, Kent State went up 1-0 less than a minute later. It was back to tied. Same thing here. Youngstown State, Kent State 3-3. 10:27 left in this third quarter. As I said, this game's exciting, folks. You see draw here. We'll see which team can get it, if they can capitalize. See the moving here. Claire Benzinger winning position, flung it straight to her. That's a great offensive mind there. Yeah. See if they can capitalize off it.
That was a great connection between Sammy Drew and Claire Benzinger. The face-off and your midfielders, that's a tight-knit combo, tight-knit group. Everybody needs to do it. He needs to know where everybody's going to be and what responsibility everybody has on a face-off, and that was just amazing.
Claire Benzinger knew where she needed to be exactly and was able to get that draw control. And now Penguins on offense here, trying to score themselves, get themselves a lead back. Just both teams have played great here. still strong defensive. Again, ladies and gentlemen, it's 6 goals so far. We have seen teams score that in 1 quarter. So often, Alec Garrett with the shot just wide. I believe that might have been just tipped there. So see what can happen. Youngstown State still on the attack, but as we see, Kent State not giving up. We see another cause tuner off for just intercepting the pass, just getting in front of the Youngstown State defender as Kent State now has a little bit of momentum trying to go. Zeta Crumpton. Can they go going quick? And that one is in. That is Morgan Hawley, the junior from Dublin, Ohio, scoring to give Kent State that lead back. Ladies and gentlemen, they were just saving all the goals for the third quarter. In the second quarter, there was 0 goals in that second quarter. It is now 4-3 Kent State. As you just see, they got the turnover and went quick. We're going to see both teams going to take a break here, try to catch their breath. We'll see what happens when we return.
All right, so who knows why?
I know why. For starters, I'm getting a top-tier education without the price tag. Can you say that? Engineering, sports, music, business. I can do anything here. I'm getting my hands dirty, learning what my friends are only reading about. I'm part of something bigger here. I'm proud to bleed red and black. So yeah, I know why. It's not a question. It's the answer. Youngstown State University. Know why.
As a former quarterback here at Youngstown State, Penguins football has a very special place in my heart. I understand what it takes to be the very, very best. By becoming a member of the Penguin Club, you can help provide the support necessary for all YSU student athletes to be their very best. You'll receive great benefits like priority season tickets, game day parking, and access to hospitality rooms. Part of your contribution will be tax deductible and benefits the YSU Athletic Scholarship Fund. To join the Penguin Club, call 330-941-1YSU or go to ysusports.com.
Welcome back to Farmers National Bank Field. I'm Will Anderson, joined by Zach Sedgikowski. As you see, the Youngstown State Penguins women's lacrosse team now down 4-3 to the Kent State Golden Flashes. Been a quick get out by both teams out of this halftime break. There was a total of 3 goals scored in the first half. Penguins are up 2-1. Now Kent State 4-3. Already 4 goals in less than 6 minutes of this third quarter play. We try to say it was a low-scoring game for lacrosse. Both these teams trying to show that they can score how they want.
Yep, both teams trying to apply the pressure, uptick the pressure. One thing I want to point out here, the Penguins have won 3 out of the 4 draw controls in this third quarter. But another thing, the clears, there's been a different ball game to these Kent State Golden Flashes clears. They're just doing a lot more faster, a lot more precise passes than the Penguins. They're really pushing the break and the pressure. And it seems like about 2 to 3 passes, they're all the way down the field. And that was something that led to their last goal.
Exactly what it was. I was going to mention it as well. Kate Donovan got in there, intercepted a Penguins pass, and Kent State quickly went the other way, and that's how they were able to score. They've been able to cause turnovers all game, but I think that was maybe a change in mindset at halftime. They caused some turnovers, and they kind of slowed it down still, even when they had some numbers on a fast break, so to speak. But not here so far in this third quarter. They're playing up-tempo, and that's the reason they have this lead 4-3. Penguins trying to bring it back here now, as they are now on the offensive side. 8:30 left to go in this quarter. A lot of game left to play, and I don't know how else to say it. This game has excited me today on this Saturday. It's just been a great back and forth game from these two teams.
It's been very defensive focused, defensive mindset game so far, but maybe the second half's turning into an offensive minded game. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, both teams trying to find offensive onslaught. It's that one. Good defense there. Gonna see what the refs say. It's gonna be Kent State ball, I believe. That was Gwen Bogash trying to get the shot off for the Penguins.
I believe that may have been a crease violation on the Penguins. Might have gotten a bit too close right there to Sydney Davis. you could hear her. She was jumping up and down. She was pointing it out, yelling at the refs. And she was obviously right, as the Flashes are going to start here with the ball.
Yeah, and there'll be 2-minute penalty there for Bogash. Got the yellow card, so Kent State may be able to capitalize, get this game to 5-3 on the 2-minute power play. We haven't seen this all game. A couple fouls we've had early have been green cards, so we're going to have some time here to work, see if they can do so. We see now maybe too many players potentially. Calling something off here by the refs are, so Youngstown State on the defensive side trying to stay strong as they have. Alyssa Edwards has already 8 saves in this game. Allowed 3 goals in this quarter so far. She's been put under a little more pressure, but I'm sure they're thinking she's good back there. But what's not good is Leah Gasowitz got a green card for the Penguins. They are 2 players down out there now. That's going to be hard to defend out here. They're going to have to do their best to do so, as they have 43 seconds of 2 players down, and then they still have about 40 seconds of 1 player down with a yellow card issued.
The Penguins are coming out here in what looks like to be like a star defensive setup, as we see a star right there in Alyssa Edwards. What another great save right on the doorstep. Careening the rebound to herself. See if the Penguins can start anything here.
That was over the head of Skylar Pigram, but luckily for the Penguins, Emma Hoffman was right there to scoop it up for them. Now they're going on offense. Just about 7 seconds left to go before they're only 1 player down, and they're slowing it down to try to get back to that for sure. You do not want to try to be scoring or just getting a turnover down players. So they're going now, trying to go quick as Ava Kreutzer. Pass around, there's Claire Benzinger. See what she can do. She has been the name all season long for the Penguins. See if that continues to be the case. They have 3 goals. All 3 have been scored by different players today. Ava Kreutzer trying to make her 2 for her, but it's just wide. They're going to say Kent State ball, not touched. So Kent State now going the other way, but 15 seconds left on the man-up opportunity. So Youngstown State's played pretty decent to keep it from a bigger Kent State lead after they were down 2 players. So it was very strong for the Penguins. And yeah, power play's done for Kent State, and they might be losing the ball here. Some great defense by none other than Skylar Pigram.
Yep, that's great defense. That's something you can talk about and bring to every other game. A scenario like that where you're down by 2 women, you're always going to look back at that. That's an impressive thing to do that the Penguins just achieved and pulled off.
Yeah, down 2 players, able to not only just stop Kent State from getting them some good offensive attack, you went on the offense yourself, and that just helped tick time off. But Kent State on offense now trying to score and capitalize here. 2 Kent State players running down there, Morgan Hill and Megan Klipacki. But now passing it around, running inside, she dumps it off. Alyssa Edwards is there. Defense is there for the Penguins. 20 seconds left to go on this shot clock. See if they can stay strong. Passing it around. Oh no, they gave him a back to 60-second shot clock, it looks like. So they have the time, Kent State. Penguins will have to stay stout for longer.
Oh, we were talking about it. Yep, talking about it from last week.
Just, yeah, posts their goalie's best friend. That's what we see there. Alyssa Edwards, Bacon saves herself, but able to get one by the post from Zeta Crumpton. But Kent State quickly going the other way, dumps it off. Can she get it? Some good defense there to stop that fast break, but you're going to have to stay strong still are the Penguins.
Yeah, great defense there by Mia Stahl. Applying pressure, making her go outside, force her back to X.
That ball up, but saved by Alyssa Edwards. She is having herself a day.
Yeah, what a stick save there. One thing they teach goalies is to always follow the stick movement with your stick. Don't follow the eyes, follow the stick. And that's one thing there. You want to mimic and follow that stick. She tracked it perfectly. Another amazing save by Alyssa Edwards in this one. Keeping the Penguins alive in this one.
Exactly right. Yeah, she has been all over that goal. Only 4 goals allowed, had lots of shots. She's playing out of her mind right now, helping her team stay in this one. 4-3, 3:43 left to go. Penguins trying to bring this back to a tie game. They're up 2-1 coming into this quarter. Kent State had some great offensive attacks early to get their lead back. And obviously we're up 1-0 to start this game. Claire Benziger trying to score, and yes, she does. That ball was beautifully bounced in there yet again by Claire Benziger. Tie game, 4-4. 3:23 left.
Her second of the game. You can see the bounce shot from here. That was perfect placement. Where she bounced it, where the ball ended. Right under the bar, you'll see here. The body control to swerve through those two people, and that bounce shot right there, right at the goalie's feet, to bounce up and hit under the bar like that. That's impressive. That's a great shot by Benziger. And we're back in it. It's tied 4-4.
Back tied 4-4. This game has been exhilarating. Claire Benziger, that is now her 6th straight multi-goal performance from the sophomore from Mason, Ohio. She was all-MAC freshman team last year. This sophomore campaign's been amazing for the Penguins. She's helped them keep in games, win games. RMU, she is 5th in goals per game right now in the MAC. Trying to add to her tally again, 27 on the season. She has looked great out there. We see the draw now, and Claire Benziger wins it. Penguins on the offense.
Yep, that game plan on the draw control of Sammy Drew to Claire Benziger has been working all game. That's a beautiful play. It just worked on display right there again.
Yeah, it's just, they've been in sync so far. And there's a reason it's been some great draw control wins by the Penguins. Youngstown State now will have a player-up opportunity as Amber Shinsky gets the green card. So can the Penguins capitalize on this one? Just back and forth game all day. It's been so fun to watch. And with those last couple minutes, I just want to mention Alyssa Edwards has tied her season high in saves with 10 in this game. She had 10 against last home game against University of Massachusetts. 10 there. So she's been strong as of late as Penguins trying to get inside, play strong themselves. But unfortunately just went wide, couldn't get it just in time. So Kent State will get the ball going the other way here now.
And that pass from Ava Kreutzer was just past the stick of Allie Garrett. You could tell by their reactions. Kreutzer really wanted that pass to get through. Allie Garrett really wanted that pass. She saw the reaction when it went out of bounds.
Just a little out of reach, and now lead to Kent State going the other way, trying to take this lead back. The Penguins tied it. As we see there, should be another free position shot, I believe, for Kent State. This will be their, I believe, 5th of the day. So we'll see if they can capitalize on that. That was a little too aggressive there from Pigram, particularly. So Kent State has it.
Yep. First free possession shot of the quarter for the Golden Flashes, or for any team of that matter. Shot was a little bit off the mark, but good job by the Flashes. There were two of them back there to work together, get that ball back, and relieve themselves of that pressure from Skylar Pigram. Like I've been saying the whole time, she's been playing some lockdown defense on this left side.
Yes, she has. That ball was flung in, but just wide from Zeta Crumpton. Kent State still in the attack, but Kenzie Flanagan trying to pick it up. Now Youngstown State does going the other way. That was Kendall Jerry. Now it's Skylar Pigram with it. We've called her name for her offense. We'll see if she can help this team get some called her name for defense. We'll see if she can get some offense here. That was Alyssa Edwards starting this here for the Penguins. Minute left to go in this quarter.
Yeah, that was
a great score.
That was a great clear there. You saw Skylar Pigram start the break on the left side. She was looking for Ava Kreutzer. She had no look, so she bounced it back to Alyssa Edwards, bounced it over to Mia Stahl, and boom, right down the right side of the field. It doesn't work to the left, swing it over. Try your shot on the other side of the field. That's what happened right there to perfection. See what the Penguins can do here with 36 seconds left until the start of the fourth quarter. See if they want to apply pressure. Well, that just answered my question. In a pair pass, and it's another turnover. The Flashes will now get a chance to regain possession going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we'll see if the Penguins can try to cause a turnover here and get it. Oh, they're trying so strong, but it's going to be whistled for a foul on, I believe, Claire Benziger will have the green card. There she is. Yeah, 13.2 seconds left in this. Kent State has it. Gonna try to hold on to this going into the fourth quarter. Tie game, 4-4.
Yeah, especially now that if they maintain possession, they'll be woman up to start the fourth quarter as well, with Claire Benziger now being in the box.
And you want to keep possession, but you want to try to be in the offensive side too. They kept possession from the first to second quarter, but they were down in their defensive area. If you can be in the offensive side, but no, just keep it away, trying to keep the ball. A little keep away yet again, but this game back tied 4-4. What a quarter it was. Kent State 4, Youngstown State 4, heading into the fourth quarter. It's going to be an exhilarating end. Stick around. We'll see what happens when we return.
All right, so who knows why?
I know why. For starters, I'm getting a top-tier education without the price tag. Can you say that? Engineering, sports, music, business. I can do anything here. I'm getting my hands dirty, learning what my friends are only reading about. I'm part of something bigger here. I'm proud to bleed red and black. So yeah, I know why. It's not a question. It's the answer. Youngstown State University. Know why.
As a former quarterback here at Youngstown State, Penguins football has a very special place in my heart. I understand what it takes to be the very, very best. By becoming a member of the Penguin Club, you can help provide the support necessary for all YSU student athletes to be their very best. You'll receive great benefits like priority season tickets, game day parking, and access to hospitality rooms. Part of your contribution will be tax deductible and benefits the YSU Athletic Scholarship Fund. To join the Penguin Club, call 330-941-1YSU or go to ysusports.com.
Welcome back. We're about set to get into this fourth quarter of Youngstown State versus Kent State women's lacrosse. I'm Will Anderson on the call, joined by Zach Sedgikowski. It's been a thrilling one here, ladies and gentlemen, as we see these stats here. What have you seen from this game, Zach?
I've seen a very, very high-level defensive game so far. As you can tell, the score is 4-4. Women's lacrosse, as you all might know, it could be a very high-scoring sport. It could be a very low-scoring sport. This just happens to be one of those tight, contested games that's going to be down to the wire, and that's what we have on our hands here. It's 4-4, heading into the fourth quarter. Kent State with 25 total shots, 10 saves from Alyssa Edwards. That's been the story for the Penguins, is the effort of Alyssa Edwards playing one of her best games overall in her collegiate career.
Oh, for sure. And then also, the story for Kent State is they've had 5 free position shots and have not been able to score on a single one of them, as they will get the ball here to start this fourth quarter, and they are a woman up after Claire Benziger got a green card late in that third quarter. So Kent State going to try to capitalize on that here. 30 seconds to go on that green card. So can they capitalize, score here quick? Penguins applying a little pressure, but Kent State trying to get this game out of reach early.
Well, there's a lot of contact there. No calls.
It was clean. Ref said
clean.
Youngstown State going the other way. Is Jenna Cook taking it for the Penguins. Claire Benzer is released in 5 seconds, but Ava Kreutzer trying to get that goal early. But as we've mentioned, this Kent State team is just so great defensively.
Yep, great defensively. But that, I want to highlight, that was another great play by Jenna Cook. Tough start and lead that break. We called her name earlier, and I believe it was the first quarter when she had that interception on her own goal to help save Alyssa Edwards. That was a great play. Leading the break here. She's been all over the place, doing the gritty, hard work in the middle of the field.
Yes, she is, and that was for the Penguins. You get Claire Benziger released, but right after, it is Ava Kreutzer now gets a green card of her own, so Kent State straight back to another woman-up opportunity. That ball was high and just beautiful intercepted. They're just tracked it down. Was Emma Hoffman. Penguins back on the offensive side. 13:40 to go. That was just, there was a little mistake you don't normally see from such a strong team like Kent State.
Yeah.
Just lofted it a bit too much in the air, and it just hung in. Hoffman was able to just track it nice and easy, jump right in front of the intended receiver, and
yeah, with that type of play right there, looking like a center fielder with opening day just happening, looking like an outfielder out here for the Penguins. That was a beautiful pick.
I don't want to hurt Pirates fans, but not looking like O'Neal Cruz. But as we see Youngstown State trying to score here to get this game 5-4. The one team in this matchup who's had a game like this. They beat RMU 5-4. As we see Ava Kreutzer coming in now. Can she help this team get some more offense as they are back to full strength now? As we see it passed around, Lily Machucci with it. Over to who other but Claire Benziger. There's Kreutzer. Needs to have been great for the Penguins. Kreutzer running in, getting it through a couple defenders. Bounced in just wide. Couldn't tell for a second the angle.
Yeah, couldn't tell with the angle up here. But another great stop by Sydney Davis. A huge effort from Ava Kreutzer. She went through at least 2 to 3 girls on that play. That was a massive play.
Yeah,
trying to get a goal there. Shot was just a little bit wide. Looked a bit deceiving from our angle, but Flash has got it back. We'll see what they do.
Yeah, and just she had those fresh legs maybe from that green card and just able to get through a couple defenders. But Kent State now going the other way with it. See if they can get a goal here now. It's just been back and forth all day. Just great defense. This is a team, as we mentioned, just Kent State just is ranked nationally in a lot of things defensively, both from their goalie and just as a team. Right now, I believe the Penguins are about tied, maybe even in the lead with ground balls, and that is, yeah, they're in the lead currently based on our stats, 17-14 against a team 9th nationally in ground balls per game in Kent State. So that's a reason you're in this game for the Penguins. So we're gonna see a free position shot. We'll see if they're able to capitalize this one. Kent State, 11:25 left to go. She is released and just does a little different attempt there. That was
we saw something.
Floyd.
We saw something like that against UMass. That was the first time we saw that, where another team came to YSU and kind of busted out a different scheme on the free position shot. I can remember it caught me and Will off guard the first time we saw it, and that was one of those right there. Maybe just bring it out, because as Will brought up, they are 0 for 5 in this game. Now I guess you can make that 0 for 6.
Yeah, that one wasn't as much of a shot as it just was a free position opportunity, really, that one. But Youngstown State now back on the offense after that free position attempt. It's going to be, I believe, Coach Liza Oakley calling a timeout, trying to get her team settled in this fourth quarter. As they take a break, we're going to take a break too. Ready and excited to have the rest of this fourth quarter when we return.
All right, so who knows why?
I know why. For starters, I'm getting a top-tier education without the price tag. Can you say that? Engineering, sports, music, business. I can do anything here. I'm getting my hands dirty, learning what my friends are only reading about. I'm part of something bigger here. I'm proud to bleed red and black. So yeah, I know why. It's not a question. It's the answer. Youngstown State University. Know why.
As a former quarterback here at Youngstown State, Penguins football has a very special place in my heart. I understand what it takes to be the very, very best. By becoming a member of the Penguin Club, you can help provide the support necessary for all YSU student athletes to be their very best. You'll receive great benefits like priority season tickets, game day parking, and access to hospitality rooms. Part of your contribution will be tax deductible and benefits the YSU Athletic Scholarship Fund. To join the Penguin Club, call 330-941-1YSU or go to ysusports.com.
Welcome back, Farmers National Bank Field getting ready for a great Mid-American Conference play ending against Kent State and Youngstown State. Tied 4-4 here in this fourth quarter. Youngstown State will be on the offense here, trying to get that 5th goal and get that lead. They've been in this position before. They were tied 4-4 in the fourth quarter against RMU, and their solo win right now, scored 9:41 left in the fourth quarter. 5th goal, Aver Kreutzer. That was the potential game-winning goal. We're only a minute away from that one. We'll see if they can score here. Try to lock down a defense and get their 2nd conference win.
Yeah, the Penguins with the only team with a shot so far in the fourth quarter. 1 shot. Kent State was 0. Penguins are also leading in the ground ball game 2-1.
Ball flung in there. Claire Benziger picked up a ground ball herself. As they stay on the offensive side, just trying to get some opening here. 30 or so seconds left on the shot clock. Try to get this game back in hand. They're up 2-1 before an onslaught in the third quarter. Let Kent State bring it back. Now Youngstown State trying to get that win here. Benziger dumping it off after a run inside. Good run inside, but lost it for a second. Back to Benziger. We have 10 seconds left on this shot clock. The Penguins can be able to get a look.
Need to go quick. Need to go quick.
So we see flung in, but right there, saved by. Oh, my bad. Yeah.
Sydney Davis. Yeah. No, I mean, Mia Uris, she did what she had to do. 5 seconds left on the clock. Still a good shot. It was actually a very good place shot for where it was. But Sydney Davis, once again, we saw her ability earlier to really jump and scramble on the ground for those low shots, and she just put it on display again right there.
Kent State almost had a wide open opportunity for a second, but now they're going to have one. That was Lizzie Lundeen running in there quick against Alyssa Edwards, and now she'll have a free position opportunity. 0 of 6. They've had 5 shots. Last one they had a little dump off. It looks like she's going to try to shoot it here. 8:55 to go. She's about to be released. Senior from East Grand Rapids, Michigan. Shot wide.
Yeah, Will, you were right. They are officially 0 for 6. It does count as a free position attempt, so you were right in correcting me earlier. So now the Flashes are 0 for 6 with an additional attempt that didn't lead to a shot.
And that's been a key for this Penguins team. They've given up, obviously, a couple too many free position shots that you'd want, but they've been able to lock down and not allow them to score off them. As that one is able to get through. That was a beautiful run from Morgan Hawley there to get her 2nd on the day and get Kent State back in the lead 5-4, just past the outstretched stick of Alyssa Edwards.
You'll see it again right here. Maintaining that body positioning against Skylar Pigram and Emma Hoffman, I believe it was. Just great body positioning. That left-handed shot, getting it low and in. Golden Flash is up 1.
Yeah, Golden Flash is up 1, 5-4. As we look at some stats here, one player we want to highlight for the Penguins, Mackenzie Flanagan, 4 ground balls in the day. What'd she have last week, Zach?
She had 7 ground balls last week.
So 11 so far. And that has pushed her past Kayla Stecker for ground balls in a season. She's rising up the YSU record book in these defensive categories. She had 33 on the season coming into this. As we see here, the Penguins 6 draw controls, 9 shots on goal. They've looked good, but this game back and forth, I wouldn't say either team has it in hand right now.
Yeah.
Penguins easy can bring this back, but Kent State can also lock down in D. They've only allowed those 4 goals. They have 15 shots on goal, so Alyssa Edwards has been stout back there. As we talked about Sydney Davis being so stout back there for Kent State, Alyssa Edwards has done her best to keep her team in it, and she has. Both these teams just defensively have looked amazing.
Yep, I mean 12 shots on goal for Kent State, 27 shots total, but 12 on goal. Out of those 12 on goal, 10 saves for Alyssa Edwards. I mean, like we said earlier, she's still playing what I believe is her best game we've seen her play as a Penguin in her collegiate career. And it's great to see that because goaltender was a spot earlier in the year that was maybe a question mark. And now to have a game like this, to see a performance like this out of Alyssa Edwards, that's got to be so good for this Penguins team. They have to have a lot of pride in this effort today from Alyssa Edwards.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Early season, they were kind of bouncing between Brooke Harper and Alyssa Edwards before Alyssa Edwards has kind of solidified herself now as that starter for you in this game, has solidified herself as one of the top goalies in the conference. So we see the draw here. Can the Penguins get it going? The offense, 8:19 left to go in this game. Ball is up, but won by Zeta Crumpton of Kent State. Now they're going the other way. Ball is passed, though, and picked up. Beautiful pickup there by Megan McGrath. Again, just ground balls have been a key in this game, but it's been a key all season for Kent State. But Penguins had a team high ever with 41 ground balls in their win against Robert Morris. So they're trying to show that they can also get those ground balls. And they've been consistent in those and just been playing great so far. Now offensively, they're going to have to try to get one back here. I've played some great defense, both these teams. They are currently down the Penguins, 7.5 minutes to go. We're going to try to get this one back, tie it back up.
Yeah, another thing I want to highlight for this Penguins team is their draw control percentage, their draw control, what they're doing. So last week against the Panthers dominated the draw controls with 16-6. So 10 more draw controls than the Penguins. This game, though, the Penguins are in the lead 6-5, and they've also been almost perfect on their clears, 15 for 18. The turnovers have been high for both teams, so you can't really look at one team over the other. Can't look at it any differently because this game overall has just been so defensive. All the turnovers, every turnover has played a piece in this overall game, and that's the reason why we are at 5-4.
Now Kent State trying to make it 6-4 as they're back on the offense here. Gonna be able to kind of just don't have to force anything on offense. You do have the lead late in this game, and you know your defense is strong. You just don't want to have any turnovers, really. I believe we got another timeout here.
Yep, I believe this one from the Golden Flashes.
These teams are just a little tired, gonna have to talk it over. I believe this is exactly what Kent State's gonna talk about is we have the lead, don't want to force anything, give the Penguins a quick turnover, get maybe a fast break brawl, tie it up. You're gonna want to do your best to control the ball as best you can and just keep it out of the hands, well, the sticks of the Penguins, and not allow them to get back in this game. As we mentioned a little bit in this broadcast, Kent State knows all about a comeback. They were down 10-4 with 8 minutes 19 seconds left to go in their last game against San Diego State. They ended up winning that one with those 7 goals in those last 8 minutes. Obviously, Penguins wouldn't need that one here today, but still, Kent State not trying to let a team come back on them. Well, for the Penguins, their sole win in the year has been 5-4 against Robert Morris, so they're going to have to try to find some late goals here to bring this one back. They're up 2-1 at halftime. Kent State took the lead early in the game. Youngstown State brought it back. Kent State took it in the third, and Youngstown State's been fighting back, but Kent State in the lead 5-4 here. It's going to be a thrilling end, and just I can't wait to see what happens. Yep. Kent State has the ball here on offense. We'll see what they do here. I believe there's about 6.5 minutes left to go in this game. Penguins gonna have to stay strong defensively. You don't want to go down 2 goals against a team with such good defense like the Golden Flashes. So we're gonna see what happens. We're about to tick down. 6.5 minutes to go for the Penguins, sitting 1-9 on the season, 1-1 in conference play, while Kent State's 5-5, 0-2, trying to find that first conference win and get back to success.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Will. We're getting close to crunch time here for the Penguins, as that was
bounced through, it said didn't touch, so Youngstown State gets it. That's exactly what I was kind of talking about. You don't want those mistakes. Give Youngstown State really, there wasn't any real defense they had to do much there. Just kind of bounced through everyone off an errant pass, and now they're going on offense. Didn't really take much time down, put much pressure on them. So see what the Penguins can do here, trying to tie it up with 5 minutes, 45 seconds left to go in this game.
Yeah, that one looked like it was gift wrap for the Penguins. Didn't really have to do anything. From our angle, it looked a little sketchy. I didn't know if that was going to roll in, but no, it missed the net. It was left to the net, thankfully.
Yeah, for a second, it looked like Alyssa Edwards was scared too. It was going to go right by her and go in, but it did not. And now Penguins on the attack. 5.5 minutes here to go. Avery Kreutzer positioning them around there a little bit. Kendall Jerry with it. Now, we'll see what happens. Youngstown State trying to get their second win, first at home of the season. Claire Benziger with it, gets it inside. Some good ball control.
Yeah, great job pulling that out, restarting.
That was Kendall Jerry, freshman for the Penguins. I believe she might get a free position here. Can she tie the game up off it? A lot of pressure. But pressure makes diamonds. Can she be a diamond here for the Penguins? 4:40 to go. Saved by Sydney Davis. She's so strong back there. No surprise. She has been able to get so low on these shots, and it's exactly what she did there, and it's still 5-4. High pass. Kent State keeps control. So
still went through. That was a great shot by Kendall Jerry, but an even better save by Sydney Davis. We've been talking about the whole broadcast, her ability to get low. She's very explosive. You don't have that much time to react in a free position shot. You have a few steps, and boom, you got to make a move. You got to track that ball. You got to find the ball. She's been amazing at it all day, especially on those low shots. And then you saw her vision on that clear. She had the wide open golden flash. Pass was a bit high, but I mean, the vision's there. She wants to start the break. She wants to contribute. She wants to get out of her end as fast as she can.
And she's been great. 6 saves now on the day for Sydney Davis. I think we mentioned a bit. That's just a couple away now for 300 in her career as a Golden Flash. Here's a run in. Great control, swimming around everyone, and just missed. Yep. Almost put this game 6-4 in the favor of Kent State. Kendall Jerry getting all the pressure on her.
Off the post again was that shot, thankfully, by the delight of Alyssa Edwards. I think that's the second time today she's been saved by the post. And that's a crucial one. Where we are in this game, that would have been with about 3 minutes, 30 seconds left, up by 2. That would have been a crucial goal for the Flashes and a crucial one to give up for the Penguins.
Yeah, and that was Riley Floyd tracking down Kendall Jerry there. As we see, as I mentioned, Kent State just going to take the time. Now they have time on their side. You're up a goal. 2 minutes 50 left to go in this game. You're, again, don't want to give this ball back to the Penguins if you don't have to. Let's see what the refs are calling. But yeah, that was just maybe a bit of fatigue there from Kendall Jerry. She's a midfielder, so she goes up and down this long field. She's on the offense then. Was able to get a turnover, but just could not get past the great pressure from Kent State. They're now applying pressure on this Penguins defense, trying to extend this lead, maybe put this game out of reach. Alyssa Edwards gets the save there, though, but Kent State recovers. Shot again, wide. Kent State's ball, 2:20 left to go. Alyssa Edwards, brilliant save to keep the team in it.
Beautiful save. She's been watching Sydney Davis get low all day and said, hey, I could do that too. And
that
she
ball's high.
Jumped on that one. What a beautiful save to keep these Penguins alive again. Jeez. One of the main reasons why the Penguins are where they are in this game.
That one not in either. Kent State with 30 seconds to go, under 2 minutes to go in the game. They're under 25 on the shot clock. That ball's missed. Skylar Pegram-King, can she get it? No, she can't. I think they're going to say free position shot here for Kent State. Disaster for the Penguins.
Well, there's nobody they'd rather have. There's nobody they'd rather have in that goal right now than Alyssa Edwards.
Exactly right. 11 saves now on the day as a season. I believe, career high for her. She's going to have to try to make another one here. Minute 15 to go in this game. Kent State has a free position opportunity, and it's in. 6-4 Kent State. They were one of, I think, 0 of 6 or 7 on the day on those free position shots, but the one that mattered the most, with a minute 10 to go, they're able to bury that one.
Yeah,
But
this one was Morgan Hawley, her third of the game, a
Gets
hat
the
trick
hat
for
trick.
her. And it couldn't have come in a better spot with a minute and 10 left up by 2. That's a very hard spot to be in if you're the Penguins.
yeah,
I mean,
she buried,
70 seconds, that's not much time. That's less than a full shot clock, and you need 2 goals.
she buried that one in the back of the net. It might have buried the Penguins' hopes of winning this game. It was tied 4-4 coming into this quarter. 2 goals in this one for Kent State, and that might have just be the backbreaker there for the hat trick for Morgan Hawley, the junior from Dublin, Ohio.
Yeah, it might also be enough to give Kent their first MAC win of the season, improve the 1 and 2.
So it's big game, a little bit left to play. Game's not done yet. Kent State's ball there, and now they can kind of just play keep away. Youngstown State's going to have to play aggressive here to get this one back. Under a minute now, down 2 goals.
Yeah, don't be surprised to see the Penguins doubling. I mean, they're going to need to do something. You're below a minute here. Need something to create any sort of pressure.
Now they just pass around and then gets it inside, and that one's in. That is Zeta Crumpton scoring again. It is 7-4 now. Penguins just had to try to apply pressure there to get a turnover. And now 44.9 seconds to go, down 3. The hopes might be lost for the Penguins.
As Zeta Crumpton called her name a bunch, Kent State Golden Flash's main goal scorer. That is her second of the game. She's had plenty of opportunities this game. You knew one of them were bound to go in again for her with
Exactly
the amount
right.
of talent that she has.
Yeah, she's had a lot of shots so far in this game. Couldn't really find the back of the net, but was able to do so there. 44.9 seconds left. Penguins can win the draw. The game's not over yet. It's just going to be very hard for them to try to win it. And that draw control goal and foul kind of sealed it for them. We'll see. Claire Benziger able to sweep it up. Game's not done. If she can get this one quick, see what happens. She's trying.
No, she's trying all right.
And she was, I believe, fouled. Might get a free position shot. As we've seen, Sydney Davis has been great in stopping them, but Claire Benziger is who you want on this attempt. If you're the Penguins, again, game is not done. It's just very hard, but we'll see if she can get the Penguins their 5th goal here. Try to give them some life. She does get it in the back of the net very quick. Oh, no, they're going to say no.
No? Yeah, the ref closest to us, he was waving his arms almost before Claire Benziger shot.
I think she might have left early is
Yeah,
my whole
maybe.
thought. Because
Maybe.
I thought she left a little early. Nothing was said, and then it went in the back of the net, and I was confused. They called it off. That is on me, folks, but 15 seconds left now. Kent State's going to escape here with this win. First MAC win for them. Trying to score an 8th here, put this game fully away, and they do. Just put a cherry on top of this one. Kent State now 8-4. It's a late onslaught of goals.
Kent State goal by number 21,
It is
Lundeen.
Lizzie Lundeen, the senior from East Grand Rapids, Michigan, putting this one away for Kent State.
Yeah, burying it with 1 second left. Like that's the closest you can get to a buzzer beater in lacrosse. So that was nice for
Yeah.
her. That's nice for the Flashes, you know, keep that momentum going. As me and Will have talked about on the call here before for the Penguins, the MAC action is everything. We've talked about how teams are going to play till literally the very last second, as you see there with 1.5 left. Kent State scores another one.
Yeah.
Physically playing till the last second left.
It was tied 4-4 until 8:22 remaining in this 4th quarter, where Kent State was able to take the lead 5-4, and then minute 10 left, just over a minute left. They're able to score their 6th, and then 30 seconds later their 7th, and then 40 seconds later, they're 8th to make it 8-4. Kent State, they improved to 6-5 on the season, 1-2 in conference play. Get that first MAC win while the Penguins fall to 1-10, 1-2 in conference play. 8-4 Kent State here against the Penguins. It's a great day. It was exhilarating all day. Game was exciting. But Kent State Golden Flash is able to escape with a win. They had the shots. They had those caused turnovers, really helped them win. And then just Penguins had to apply pressure late that just allowed Kent State to get some shots in, get the win there. And Penguins fall here today. What do you see, Zach?
I mean, it was just a massive defensive game from both teams. Even the Penguins, you might see the score right now and be like, well, they lost 8-4. It does not matter. This was some of the best defense the Penguins have played all season. They held them scoreless in the second quarter. They held a 2-1 lead going into half. It was just a great defensive quarter. Alyssa Edwards, I tip my cap. It was a phenomenal game by Alyssa Edwards and everybody on that defensive side. Skylar Pigram, Mia Stahl,
Mackenzie Flanagan.
Yep, Mackenzie Flanagan. That was the last one. Yep, everybody, all four of those combined for a great effort today on the defensive side.
Yeah, Alyssa Edwards with a career day, but the Penguins unfortunately fall 8-4 here at home to Kent State. They will be on the road the next 2 games, but we will be back here April 11th for MAC play against Central Michigan. From everyone here on the broadcast, I'm Will Anderson, joined by Zach Sejikowski. I want to say have a great day to everyone out there.